day, traders, and welcome to the premium video newsletter for July 10th, 2013. Interesting development today in China. A report from the General Administration of Customs in Beijing showed that exports fell 3.1% in June from a year earlier. The median estimate in Bloomberg's survey called for a 3.7% gain. So we have quite a bit difference from what was expected. Another interesting development is inventories at U.S. wholesalers unexpectedly declined in May. This points to a pickup in sales, which is a great surprise for the U.S. economy. In the U.S., not much surprise from the FOMC minutes today. Basically, we got the same message that was given back in June. Feds want to see more job gains before slowing down the bond buying program. Currently, unemployment is at 7.6%, and the Feds are waiting for that number to go down below 7%. The Feds assured the public that any slowing down in the bond buying will not occur quickly and may not even start till after September. Unfortunately, there wasn't anything new or different from what was said about 1 month ago, and the market began weakening after the news. The stock market wasn't very volatile before the announcement, but rallied to break the resistance level of 1655. Within 1 hour of the report, the stock market was trading lower once again for the day. With the holidays and the lack of anything truly surprising, I don't see anything meaningful occurring in the next few trading days in the U.S. stock market. The Russell 2000 continues moving higher, but is beginning to also lose momentum. Ultimately, the small cap stocks are not affected by interest rates as much as the larger companies in the U.S., so I'm not surprised that we're seeing a rally in this market right now. The real story this week is in the oil market. Crude oil broke resistance and continues moving higher. The next long-term resistance area is 110. And from the looks of this momentum, it looks like we're going to get there sooner than expected. Aside from the storm brewing in Egypt, on a purely technical level, the market has been in a long-term bullish triangle pattern, and the longer the pattern or the longer the congestion, the better the rally that comes out of it. Remember what I always say, the longer a market moves sideways, the better the rally that results from that move. I will keep an eye on this market, but I will tell you, futures traders are covering their short positions right now. And by the looks of this breakout, I wouldn't be surprised if we hit the 110 level by the end of next week. There was also a report that was released later in the day about gasoline inventories falling. Remember, the correlation between crude oil and gasoline is very high. So keep your eye on the two markets concurrently. The gold market continued moving higher today by about 20 points before erasing most of the day's gains. Most of the buying was a result of short covering, similar to what's occurring in the energy market. The market is setting up perfectly for a bullish triangle pattern. While this is a very small triangle and I'm not anticipating a strong move here, I am anticipating prices going up to the 1300 or a bit higher before I initiate my short position. New position was triggered today on an inside day setup to the downside. The stock is MPC, which is an oil refinery company. The decision to sell the stock was a technical one, but on the fundamental level, oil refineries have to purchase their oil before they can refine it and market it. So the higher oil goes, the more money this company will have to spend on purchasing their oil. Also, I want to raise the buy stop a bit on this stock. If you notice, the resistance level is near the same price point for several days in a row. And I don't want to get stopped out because we're touching the resistance level again. So I'm going to raise the buy stop just a bit, just by a quarter to 70.95 level, just so that we don't get hit by random market noise. Looking at the British pound, the market seemed to back off the support level for now. I always look for volume and volatility around the support and resistance areas, and I don't see it here. The market is not technically oversold either, so I believe we will consolidate or rally from these levels for some time to come. The US dollar retraced as I thought it would, but it happened a few days later. I guess the dollar was also looking for guidance from the Feds, and once nothing new came out, the dollar sold off. This dollar doesn't appear to be gaining too much momentum to the upside at these levels. I'm anticipating a correction to the 83 level in the next few days. I think as the stock market loses a bit steam, the dollar will continue softening up a bit more. There's a new setup for tomorrow, and it's a 4x4. The ticker symbol is WNR, and the name of the company is Western Refinery. I will not be taking this trade because we already have one oil refinery stock short, and I don't want to double my risk. But feel free to examine this 4x4 setup, and if you missed a trade this morning on MPC, then consider entering the position. Tomorrow morning we have unemployment numbers, which the Feds are watching carefully. We also have chain store sales, so it'll be a very interesting morning to say the least. Good night everyone, and I'll catch up with you tomorrow morning.